You may have $50 million hiding in your attic.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Nobody likes to go in their attic because the attic is just a shame hole for all the stuff that you're scared to have in your house and too afraid to get rid of.
No, I love going into the attic. It is a mystical place where you never know what you're gonna find. I always get excited about it, except I don't have an attic, so I'm pretty bitter.
Okay.
But especially when we're gonna talk about these amazing things that people have found in their attics, I gotta get an attic.
Get in there. Okay, let's kick things off with an attic in Diepholz, Germany. In 2013, a 10-year-old Alexander was exploring his grandmother's attic
I used to do that at my grandparents'.
when he found a mummy.
I did not find that. A mummy?
Not a mommy. He had a mommy.
Are you my mummy?
A mummy. This is an Egyptian mummy, fully wrapped in cloth inside a sarcophagus, not an esophagus, which I always thought that was.
I'm sure Alexander crapped his pants.
Well, there was also an eye socket, in the eye socket of the mummy, there was a little arrowhead.
Whoa!
Mysterious, right? So they send this thing
That's
off for
cool.
analysis. It comes back, turns out the head is completely authentic, total mummy. The body, just plastic. Just plastic.
It's a mummified RoboCop.
Yeah, the first ever RoboCop. His body wasn't plastic though. It was metal.
Yeah. No,
it was
no,
a
no.
robo.
That was metal. Plastic.
Turns out the arrowhead was fake and it was just a children's toy. No one has confirmed whether or not that was Alexander's. He was up there just like sticking the thing. Whoops.
We know it was you, Alex.
Okay, how did this happen? Well, in the 50s, Alexander's grandfather traveled to Africa and came home with a chest, like a box that he never spoke of.
A sarcophagus chest.
Yes, and that was this one. And also, in the 50s, there were these things called mummy unwrapping parties, which were social gatherings where people would get together and unwrap mummies. That was a thing.
That's so much better than Pong.
I know, sitting around just talking, yelling at each other over music, standing around at the stupid parties that people have today. Let's unwrap dead people.
This Friday.
Sign me up.
At my house.
We gotta get a mummy though.
Yes. Chase.
Okay, all right. Chase is willing to do lots of things. Wrap
All
him
right,
up.
I got one. 2011 in Utah, Josh Farron bought a new house and he's checking it out. And like every guy, he goes into the garage to the man cave, checks it out, and he finds this panel with up above with some carpet coming out. And he's quoted as saying, "I thought maybe this could be a little hidey hole and my kids could go up there and play."
Hidey hole. Who uses that term?
Just
Kids, you want to go in the hidey hole? Don't ever go in the hidey hole, kids.
Just say no to the hidey
Yes,
hole.
please.
So he discovers it's an entrance to another part of the attic. He goes up there, he finds a military box, like an ammo box that he opens up. And check this out, it has rolls of money in it.
Wow.
Nothing but rolls of money. And then he looks and finds another box, and another box, and another box. And another box, and another box, and another box. 7 boxes, he brings them down. He and his wife start counting all the money. $45,000 of bills rolled up.
I was hoping it'd be more. That's a lot of cash.
Turns out it belonged to the former and now deceased homeowner, Arnold Bangerter, who worked for the Department of Fish and Game. And over a decade, he was saving all this money and wrapping it in orange fishing twine.
I always say, why use a bank when you've got orange fishing twine?
I've never heard you say that.
Oh, well, you should listen more.
Josh returned the money. Good for you, Josh.
Oh, nice.
But he said there was some dissent within the family, but Josh said he would not name names.
Of course, it was the wife.
She's making him sleep in the hidey hole. She mad.
All right, 1991, Moscow, Alexandra Bezemenskaja. I'm saying that wrong.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah. Was in her dad's attic looking for his badminton racket. Who hasn't been in their dad's attic looking for his badminton racket? She finds a box that says Führer Hauptquartier. I'm saying that wrong also, but translated that as Führer headquarters. And for those of you who are students of history, you know that means it belonged to Hitler. It was actually his personal record collection. Chicka, 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 those kind of records. Scratch
He
it.
was DJing?
No, this is pre-DJ days. Turns out that Alexander's father was a captain in the Russian military, and after the fall of Nazi Germany, he was given the responsibility of transporting some of Hitler's belongings to another place in Germany. And
or
apparently,
his house.
Yeah, took a little detour. So,
that's pretty cool.
the question on everybody's
And wrong.
mind. The question on everybody's mind, what was in the collection?
What was in the collection?
Yeah. Well, hits included I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, and by white I mean Aryan specifically.
Wow, you're saying this.
Yeah. And the other one was, I just called to say I hate you. Stevie Wonder's.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder's, not Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder was much later.
It was
Stevie Wonder's.
It was
back in the 40s.
The Third Reich knockoff.
I just called to say I hate you. Actually, it was just a bunch of Russian composers, which interestingly, the Nazis thought the Russians were subhuman. So he was willing to listen to some subhuman music. Hitler, you jerk.
What a jerk. He was a jerk.
It was really a jerk.
Yeah, I don't think we're establishing that in this conversation. I just think we're echoing something people know.
He was such a jerk.
1908 in Norway, Christian Mustad purchased a painting that he believed to be painted by Van Gogh. A Van Gogh painting. Take a look at this.
Wow, that's a masterpiece. That's beautiful.
Now, the French ambassador to Sweden visited Mustad and saw the painting hanging up there, and he said, "This is a fake."
Oh, yeah, I knew that was a fake. I could tell by looking at it. Totally, not the real deal.
Because it was not
a masterpiece.
Signed.
Because there is no signature,
Van
right?
Gogh did not
That's
sign
right.
it.
If there's no signature, it's fake.
He was crushed. He was embarrassed. He took it down and banished it to his attic for 62 years. Mustad died in 1970, sold the painting along with the property. Mm-hmm. The new owner was convinced that this was a Van Gogh.
Okay.
But in 1991, he finally got it tested by the Van Gogh Museum. It sounds pretty legit, and they said it was fake.
Yeah, because it looks obviously fake.
But then new technology developed, 2 years of chemical analysis and X-ray research later, plus a letter was found from Van Gogh to his brother Theo. You know Theo.
Yeah.
Theo Van Gogh, the guy who didn't paint as well. He described the painting exactly, and it's real.
Yeah, I can tell by looking at it.
It's the sunset at Montmajour.
Right. It's a masterpiece.
Estimated to be worth $50 million.
Well, of course. I mean, look at it. It's
$50 million.
$50 million.
Van Gogh didn't like it. That's why he didn't sign it.
I hate it as well. It's the worst. It is the worst of all the Van Goghs.
What else you got?
2008.
Top that.
Pennsylvania. Stacy Ferentz discovers something in her attic. His name is Stanley Carter.
Oh, there he is.
He's a 21-year-old, good-looking guy. He lived with Stacy Ferentz and her 3 children for a full week, and while they weren't home...
He doesn't look like a guy who'd live in an attic.
Or that while they were sleeping, he would just go downstairs and eat their food.
Oh, gosh.
Now, Stacy's son is quoted as saying, "I heard noises, but I never suspected anything. We have 2 cats, and I think my mom could be getting a drink in the middle of the night." Mom was getting a drink in the middle of the night.
And she looked like
Mama.
Stanley.
Maybe it was water. Now, this happened around Christmas time, so he stole some of their Christmas presents from underneath the tree, including
an
iPod Nano, a laptop, and even money from Christmas cards. Dude was just taking money out of Christmas cards.
Got a letter opener. He's like sneaking down.
So, how did they catch him? So, Stacy sees footprints leading to the attic. I don't know if they had a mud floor or an especially thick shag carpet. I don't know how she saw the footprints, but she did. So she calls the cops. Cops show up. They escort Stanley out. He comes out wearing Stacy's sweatshirt and her shoes and her daughter's pants. Fashionista.
There's nothing wrong with this guy. He's totally normal.
Then, of course, they find all the items that he had stolen, but they also find a list of every single item that he has stolen. And at the top, he has written Stanley's Christmas list. So he got off scot-free because it was all on his Christmas list. Santa wanted him to have this. No, he's in jail.
Yeah. Did they execute?
Yeah, he has been killed for this.
Beheaded.
Yes.
That's what they do. Don't hide in somebody's attic. 2010 in London, Bill Newman passed away.
What? That's impossible. We just spoke to Bill Newman.
Not Barcelona Bill. This is another one.
There's another Bill Newman.
His nephew Tony was cleaning out Bill, not Barcelona's attic, and he found this vase.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now, this has got Antiques Roadshow written all over it.
Yeah.
But not literally because that would devalue it.
Right.
Don't write Antiques Roadshow on something that you want to take
put it
to
on
the
a post-it
Antiques Roadshow.
at most.
They took it to an auction house, just like an average auction house, nothing too special in West London. But the bid started increasing in increments of 1 million.
Okay, that's
It
a lot.
eventually sold for 53.1 million pounds, approximately $75 million.
Okay.
That's
nice.
At this point, it's not a vase, it is a vase.
Oh, yes, a vase.
You call that a vase.
Yeah, you do.
It's from the Qing Dynasty, and
I told you that.
No one... I didn't ask you that because I knew you knew.
Yeah, right.
No one had a clue. The auctioneer was transporting it around in the seat next to him, but he did have the seatbelt around it. And just driving around with it beforehand.
Okay. Well, you know what? It keeps us safe, doesn't it? That's good enough for a vase.
I ain't $75
Good
million.
enough for me.
Tony remembered that the vase sat for years in his uncle's house on a wobbly table.
Oh, gosh. Well, so check your attic, people. There might be something incredibly valuable up there.
Listen, and if you want to explore the why behind all this stuff that we've kept in our attics, like, that's what we do. We stuff things in our attics.
Do.
Why? You should check out the Audible book, Junk, Digging Through America's Love Affair with Stuff.
And we got a deal for you. Go to audible.com/GMM. You get a free 30-day trial. They got 180,000 audiobook titles, including that one that we just talked about, and a lot more. Link is in the description.
Audible.com/GMM. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hey guys, it's Dylan, and I'm in Champaign, Illinois, and it's time to spin that wheel of mythicality.
Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this episode. Remember to go to audible.com/GMM for your free trial.
And you thought Stanley in the attic was scary? Click through the good mythical more. Click that I, because we are going to play Slender, The Arrival. I've never played it. It's probably not that scary.
World's worst makeup artist.
So welcome to my chair. Sit down and then show
I
me.
am seated already.
Show me your face. Show me your face, and then I'm gonna rear back, and I'm just gonna smack you with some makeup. Okay?
What?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm-
I'm warning you because I'm a great makeup artist.
I'm paying for this.
And again.
Oh, we're gonna make
And
that
again.
seem very real.
And again. And again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And now look at your beautiful face. Oh, he almost up on the top of the hill! Shoot him! Shoot him with this sniper gun! Hey, as long as you stare at... Yeah. Morse code him to leave us alone.